Mary E. Gonzalez and Ms. Mary Sue Femath. If you just step outside, please. Greatly appreciate it. Hi.
Okay, you will have 1 minute to answer 3 questions each, and then 1 minute closing statement. Our timekeeper will raise his hand when there's 10 seconds left. Please state your credentials, qualifications, background, and experiences that make you the best choice for the position of State Representative, District 75.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Mary Gonzalez. I've been your state rep for 5 years. I can list my credentials. I'm really proud of them. I have a bachelor's from UT Austin in History and Mexican American Studies, a master's from St. Edward's in Social Justice, and I'm finishing a PhD in Education. But that's not what makes you successful in the legislature. One of the most proudest moments was when I was 3 months into the position, and a Republican conservative who sat behind me on the House floor put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, "Mary Edna, do you know you're the same age as my daughter?" And I said, "No, sir." He said, "Well, on this House floor, you're my daughter." A few months passed, and a reporter recognized our friendship, and he asked him, "What a weird pair. Why are you friends with this really liberal, progressive, fluffy Latina at the legislature?" And he said, "Because she's hardworking, she is smart, and she's honest. And those values have translated to me being an effective legislator out over the Texas House for our community."
Time.
Thank you. Oh, I did it in a minute.
What have been your most noteworthy accomplishments while serving as state representative for District 75?
So there's 2 accomplishments that I like to highlight. There are practical accomplishments, for example, getting wastewater and clean water to the 260 colonias in our community and always fighting and advocating for that. Also fighting for more equitable school district funding. So for example, there are over 1,000 school districts in the state of Texas. A student in Dallas ISD gets $3,000 more than a student here in Socorro ISD. So if you think of a classroom of 30, that's $90,000 per classroom. That's different. And so what I've been doing is trying to find ways to have a more equitable school finance system. But again, it's not just the practical, it's the relationships that make you successful. This year, the Speaker of the House put me on the Appropriations Committee. That helped me fight for us to get a dental school here in El Paso, a pharmacy school at UTEP, $5 million to continue the water fight with other states like Colorado and New Mexico. That we can do the practical solutions and also the relationships that I developed.
My apologies, there were only 2 questions for this race. You now have 1 minute for a closing statement.
Okay, thank you. First and foremost, thank you all for being here. It's a holiday and you're here. That demonstrates your commitment and your desire to make sure that our community has representation that truly advocates for us. For the past 5 years, I have fought fearlessly to make sure that we are fighting for the values of our community. Education, healthcare, fighting for social justice, and this has been my priority. It would be my biggest honor to continue to serve our community and serve on the Appropriations Committee and continue to make sure that we have the representation that we need. So thank you very much, and thank you for being here, because you could be home watching Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. No, it's over?
It's over.
Okay. Shows how much I don't know. Well, whatever. Thank you. The Bachelor.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. There will be 2 questions. You will have 1 minute to answer each question. You will then have a 1 minute closing statement.
Yes, sir.
Please state your credentials, qualifications, background, and experiences that make you the best choice for the position of State Representative, District 75.
Hi, I'm Gonzalez Femath, and I am running for State Representative for District 75. My education, I'm from UTEP. I graduated from UTEP in 2010 with a background in accounting and finance, which is crucial when we're managing budgets. I received my master's in education recently, just this past August, in educational leadership from the University of North Texas. I've been an education counselor with students and working with students and parents of District 75 for over 6 years. Working as an education counselor, you know firsthand the challenges, me working with them firsthand the challenges faced by our students in the district.
Your second question.
Your second question. What do you expect to accomplish for your district that your opponent has not been able to deliver?
Great question. We've been block walking for a few weeks already, probably a few months. Everything's become a blur. But what voters are telling me is that their issues are not being addressed. It's been over 5 years, 6 years of flooding continue to devastate our neighbors' homes and businesses. We've been seeing cuts to education, health care, which are very important to our voters. Our voters are asking, where is our help? When is it going to come? And that's why I'm standing today in front of you asking for your support. We need to help our neighbors. We need to help our community and our students in order for them to have access to public education that's going to support them to be successful citizens here in the society. So that's why I'm running, and this is why I'm standing, is to help those voters get to what their needs are, especially in District 75.
And I have 1 minute closing.
Again, my name is Mary Sue Femath. I'm running for state rep for District 75. I'm very humble and to have the support, my husband, Robert, my daughter, Freya, my parents, Art and Arturo and Dora Beltran, my awesome band of 6 sisters. As a Isleta de Su Pueblo member and an education counselor working in District 75, I know firsthand the challenges faced by many in the district. I am here to work with the El Paso delegation, Austin leadership, to bring real results here in our area. Thank you.